So I wanted to do a pretty quick teaching. I get the question a lot, how do I know what my spiritual gifts are? How do I know what God has put in me and what I'm called to do? What can I do to assist the people? Has God gifted me in any one thing or multiple things? And I got a message today, and I responded to the message. Actually, I got it the night before, and last night as I laid down, I said, Lord, what do you want me to tell her concerning gifts and how to know what she's gifted to operate in and what you've called her to do for the people? Okay? So, one of the things I told her, and I'm going to share it here too, whatever you have to struggle to get, once you do get it or get free from that thing, that's probably the area that you are operating in. One of the things that I said probably in a Facebook post or maybe in the Remnant group on Facebook, I had been struggling my entire life, it seems, for finances, to have enough, just working diligently and trying to do things the honest way, and it seemed like it was never enough. So as I pressed and I struggled through and I began to seek the Lord about different things, he opened the door in that capacity. So once he delivered me, he didn't deliver me so I can sit back and count the zeros in my bank account. He didn't just deliver me financially so I can brag and put it on my Facebook and get 1,000 likes on it. He allowed me to walk free of that and break through and break down the wall of poverty that was surrounding me so that I can show other people how to do it too, how to equip them, how they can walk in it, how they don't have to depend on a 9-to-5 job, how they can hear what the Lord is saying and have more than enough overflowing in their life. The same thing with sickness. It just seemed like it was always something that was coming up against my health. I remember having asthma really bad as a child, and then in my late 20s, early 30s, it was the bouts with migraine. And I had to get to the point where I was sick and tired of the enemy trying to steal from me what wasn't his to steal. God healed. He released healing. His son died, and nailed to the cross of Christ was every sickness and disease, infirmity, all of that stuff. So why was I allowing the enemy to steal that from me, to make me uncomfortable, to have me laid up in bed and running up doctor's bills and paying co-pays and emergency room visits? The devil is a liar. So I had to get on task and do my part to break through with healing. Now, every single thing that the enemy has tried to use against me, every diagnosis he has allowed the doctor to speak over my life, I canceled those things. I uprooted those things, and I am walking in healing and divine health right now. And you can do the same thing too. So one of the things I say, whatever it is that you have to struggle and fight to get through, God is not just equipping you and breaking you through just for you. He's using that so that you will have now the skills and the tools to assist other people with breaking free now. Okay? And one of the things that she began to share, and I'm sure she won't mind me sharing this, is, you know, when you call to a specific task, you can be fearful of what the implications would be, like a prophet coming under attack, someone in a healing ministry just coming under attack, not just them, but their family too. And what I shared with her is that we have implications just being a Christian. The enemy is against you just because you're a Christian. So you don't necessarily even have to be aware of any gift or office that you should be walking in. You just have to be a believer, and opposition comes towards you. So we can't worry about that. We have to rise up against that. We have to fight against that. But I answered her question in more detail, and I'm just going to share what I shared with her. When you want to know what gifts that you are probably operating in, the Lord began to say they will begin to see the characteristics. Even if you're not fully walking in a specific gift, you will begin to see the manifestations in different forms forms and fashion. And it might not be full force, it might just be a little here, a little there. So like with the gift of discernment, you will maybe see or discern something and then find out later that what you saw on a person or what you saw in a situation was actually God allowing you to discern that thing. So you'll be able to look back and say, oh, well, that's what God showed me. And you will know that you were right on target. That means that you could be operating in that gift. The same thing for prophecy. You can speak something and it might not necessarily come across like thus saith the Lord, or the Lord is saying to you today. You might just speak words. You're going to get that job, and you don't know why you told your friend you're going to get that job, but that was God using you prophetically to speak that over her life, and he used you as the voice to say that. So you will find that when she gets the job, you'll be able to say, wow, I did speak that. I don't even fully know why I spoke that. But what I'm saying is you will see and begin to see God using you in different avenues, different, aspects of these particular gifts. And what you have to do is ask him, sit with God, ask him, don't be afraid to say, Lord, what have you gifted me for? And sometimes if your life is too busy and he can't get through to you during the day, he'll come to you in the dreams and he will confirm or just reveal things that you need to know. One of the things that I also share is the 9 gifts, or things that I'll be covering in the school I'm launching. But I'm probably going to touch on a little bit on them as well in my weekly videos. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, subscribe to this channel, and you will get a little more information on those different gifts and kind of understand what you might be experiencing. Okay. Yeah, and one of the things I wanted to share also is that, an aspect of the gift of healing, you might have, and you might be moved with compassion to just see people healed, to see people not suffering with ailments in their body. And I mean, it's not just the normal compassion. It might exceed that, because it's tugging on the spirit and the gift in you to begin to do something about people around you needing to be healed, or something maybe you heard on television. But you, like I said, you will see the different characteristics popping up in your everyday life. Just begin to kind of pay attention to the things that tug on you, the things that tug on your heart, the things that God may be whispering to you. It might be someone continuously doing a certain thing or feeling a certain way. Pray for her, and then you find out that she indeed is seeking deliverance. He might be calling you to the deliverance ministry. I mean, you really have to be in tune with God and walk with him to hear clearly where he wants to take you. And once he knows that you're listening and you're heeding the call and the little tugging of the spirit on the inside of you, he then will position you to get equipped to walk in that gift. So I just wanted to touch on that a little bit. Again, I will be delving deeper in the school. Now, the school is something you have to sign up and pay for, so those won't be available on YouTube. But every now and then I might share little tips here and there about the different spiritual gifts. But if you need to be equipped, you know what you are called to do, you don't know what you are called to do, but you might kind of sort of have an idea, definitely sign up for the school. Definitely contact me, and let's get you equipped so that God can use you for kingdom service. Okay? Talk to you soon.